Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Life Well Lived by Omobola Stephen. It's an engaging and enlightening talk show on life, relationships, and the business of life. Grab a cup of juice and just chill. Life Well Lived by Omobola Stephen. Live life. Live fully.
Welcome to Life Well Lived by Omobola Stephen. My name is Omobola Stephen. And so on my show today, I have a guest who is going to be talking about being positive, staying positive in spite of any physical challenges that you may have. She's Authur Mitchell. Now, Authur Mitchell is a speaker and author whose main focus is to inspire change and transform lives. Now, you want to miss my guest of today's show. Welcome with me to Life Well Lived by Omobola Stephen, Authur Mitchell.
Hello, Mr. Bob. How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming around on the show. So, who is Authur Mitchell? Did I pronounce your name well?
Yes, ma'am. Authur Mitchell. Yes, ma'am. You pronounced it well.
Did I pronounce it well?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. That's okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, go on.
Yes, so Author, who is Authur Mitchell? As Authur Mitchell.
Can I meet you?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yes, ma'am. Well, Authur Mitchell. Yes, ma'am. Authur Mitchell. I'm an author, speaker, father, husband. And my story is unusual. See, take you back down to the age of 6. So at the age of 6, we outside, we playing on the jungle gym. We doing little things that age of 6-year-olds would do. But at the age of 6, I was trying to see. I was diagnosed with an eye disease called keratoconus. And what keratoconus is an eye disease where your eyes oval or mine is bulging out, causing my pupil to be blurry and give me lower vision. I found out about that when I was in school one day in kindergarten. I never forget. And I was coming to the classroom, and a teacher asked me something on the board, and I couldn't see it and didn't know why. So I know what a normal parent would do. They take the kid to an eye doctor or whatever may see what's going on. I found out what diagnosed with a disease called keratoconus. And it's very strange because, at that age and not having the symptoms or anything about the eye disease, it's different from us. We didn't really know what it was. We didn't understand the purpose of how it happened or where it come from. So we decided to find out about it. So in the midst of that, they started me out with glasses, to see, try to correct my vision because it was getting worse. So we're doing that. It worked for a little while, and then they had to get stronger prescription, and it worked for a little while. Then I got stronger, more prescriptions. So nothing's really working at that point. Now they tried, and I got a little older, middle school. They tried contacts. Now contacts it worked, but it still irritated my eyes. So much other things in addition that didn't allow me to wear contacts either. So there's so much going on in that process in that moment that I was just trying to feel like, is this ever gonna be fixed? Is it ever gonna be cured? So moving down the road, I ended up going to this eye doctor in North Carolina where he preferred us to corneal transplants. And corneal transplants is something where they go into your eye and they do surgery. I give a donor cornea from a deceased person to correct your vision. So at first I was a little shaky about it. I didn't know, like, you going into my eyes. It's kind of funny. Anything can happen. People get surgery all the time, but going into your eyes, it was something different. So, but I did research on it, I did research on it and heard it was a great procedure and it worked. So I ended up getting it, and I get it. Me and my
right. So can you see now? Can you see? Can you see clearly? Can you see now? Can you see?
Yes, ma'am. My left eye is a 20/40 and my right eye is a 20/50. I haven't worn glasses in 5 years.
Oh, okay. All right. But you don't have what? What did you say?
Say it again.
I can't hear you. I said, what did you say? I said, can you see clearly?
Yes, my vision is right now is a 20/40 in my right eye and a 20/50 in my left eye. And I haven't worn glasses in 5 years.
That's okay. That's okay. So, Mr. Aham, I know. Is it a brand name or how did it come about?
Yeah, Mr. Iron. So Mr. Iron definitely my brand, and it's funny when I tell you what it stands for. It stands for I am Art Mitch.
I want to know what it means. All right,
Okay.
go on.
Yes, ma'am. And it's
Go
a
on, I
brand.
want to know what it means.
Yes, ma'am. So it's a brand I created for positive affirmation to give people that sense of hope and determination of who they are. The affirmations, if you can see my shirts, is I am bold, I am smart, I am confident, I am determined, I am successful, I am enough. And I use
Lots
those
of stuff.
affirmations for myself to get through what I've been through, my eye disease. I'm a 2-time stroke survivor, plus diabetic. So I had a life of health issues where I had to perk myself up to give me that motivation, that confidence that I can be great and I am successful. I'm determined.
That's right.
And allow me.
That's
So
right.
so in having that and seeing how it worked for me, I wanted to give back to the people that getting the same strategies that I went through to give them a positive information, a positive mindset, and give them the ability to
Right.
go forward in anything they want to do. And to also
That's
just knowing
right.
that, and also,
Absolutely.
yes, ma'am, and also knowing that if you see it
Yeah,
on you every day, it becomes internalized in your mind, and it gives you that mindset to
that's
say, okay,
right.
I can do this, I can be this.
I can do that. Brilliant. I love that spirit. You suffer from a disability now. Can you share? Now, I know that you shared a bit of your story with me. I'm quite okay with that. So, how has life been despite of these challenges? How has life been?
So me, Miss Omobola,
I
the
know
life
you
is.
coach.
So with me, how was
I'm
life?
listening.
Life has been, it's been really challenging. A lot of situations that happen. I would have, I felt in depression. Being bullied, being asked many questions, why you can't see, or why you so close to the phone, or why you wearing thick glasses. So many transitions happen from being, with being bullied, at the age of 6 on up, just imagine, people ask you many questions, what's going on with you, and you can't even explain to them. You had the disease, but telling somebody I have keratoconus, it didn't sit right because they wouldn't have known. They wouldn't have known what it was,
That's
those
right.
conditions. So I
That's right.
just took in a whole lot because I didn't really want to explain to nobody. Yes, it hurt because you keep answering, why are you so close to know? So dealing with that has been challenges, but I was able to overcome those challenges by my affirmations, but also understanding who I am and accepting who I am. Know that I am
Right.
different, but I am human. And I said, so in the midst of this, I began to turn my pain into purpose and to help others, get through what they get through and being unstuck, giving them a brighter future, or giving them the bright side of the rainbow. So that's what I do, and that's how I overcame. I began to accept who I was, and then begin to act upon it and see what kind of lessons and adjustments can I do to make things better for me, so I won't continue with a pattern or a repeated thing that was going on.
Great. How about your support networks? Can you talk about it? Your networks, you support. Can you talk about them?
What was it?
Can you talk about your support networks?
My networks?
Can you talk about your support networks? How has it been? Yeah, your support.
Well, my support, it's been pretty good. My family, my wife and kids have been very supportive of me because they understand what daddy has and she understand what her husband has.
That's right.
I begin to I talk to kids and now they can tell you what daddy have. They understand daddy had cancer, daddy had surgeries, and I forgot to mention I had 7 eye surgeries in the process. So having all those and then I have a good supportive group I'm in called Grindation. It's a personal development community, and they've been very supportive of me. So I had a few support, not much as I expected, because I know I thought it was gonna be more, which also that allowed me to go into depression and loneliness because I thought nobody wanted to be around me. I thought nobody didn't want to didn't understand who I was. So it was no loneliness stage where I only had my wife and my kids, which is fine with me, but I would think I would have no more support. So
I know. It could be so lonely at times. I know that. I understand. So how can someone cope with disability?
Actually, that's a great question, Omobola. I have a book that I published called Six Tips to Cope with Having a Disability.
All right, so talk about it.
So my book, 6 Tips to Cope with Having a Disability, I talk about the strategies that I went through to cope with my disability. You know, I talked about accepting who you are, creating a hobby, surrounding yourself in the right environment, having personal development. And to me, personal development is so important because it's how you wake up, how you wake up in the first part of the morning, how your day gonna be. So having that personal development, you know, you're ready to read, pray, podcast, a motivational video, whatever you may do for that personal development is very important in having a disability because it's going to determine your day, how you're going to be. And also talk about creating a hobby, you know, having something that gets your mind off the negativity. Like if you got a game or you got a puzzle, something that's a hobby that's going to get your mind off negativity to positivity. So in my book, that's how I cope with my disability. I use those strategies to help me get through the situations, help me not be so negative, or help me not feel so lonely, or help me not feel so depressed. While allow myself to use those strategies, cope with them, and then continue about my day and understanding the situation I have.
Right. So now, do you have any fondest memory while you grew up?
Say it again for me. Say it
any
again.
Fondest memory that you have? Any fondest memory that you have while you growing up?
Oh,
fondest memory.
Funniest memory? Well, I'll say my funniest memory is when I tried to play football with the eye disease, and I had to put my glasses over my helmet. So every time I would run or play sports, my glasses would fall in my helmet, so I couldn't see.
Wow!
Because I took them off, I wouldn't be able to see the field to play sports. So it was kind of awkward having the helmet over your glasses, and they would fog up. I couldn't see. It was kind of funny to me, man.
That's right.
Kids didn't understand it, but I'm like, man, you should have to wear glasses under your helmet because you wear contacts, so I couldn't wear contacts. So
and you look back, you just laugh at it.
Yes, it was so funny. Like my glasses used to fog up while I'm running out the field. So it was hilarious because I like, man.
Of course. Of course. Now let's talk about mindset because I know that you're a very positive person. So how important is mindset when we're talking about, any life pursuit, any life endeavors? I know that mindset is very important. So I want to hear from your own perspective.
Mindset to me is very important. My mentor as coach always tell us, don't let the way you feel affect the way you flow. And then having that mindset each and every day, you're going to be able to understand who you are as a person mentally. Because each day we may not want to get up and work out, eat right, or write that book, finish that speech, or publish, or be on a podcast. But you gotta understand that it's not about you no more. It's about the people. They want to hear your voice. They want to hear how impactful you are. So you can't let the way you feel affect the way you flow, and you gotta continue to know that your why is greater than you. Your mindset of who you are now is greater than you. So you got to be able to look past all the other stuff and realize that now, you have an audience, you have a family, you have things that you have to do for them because they're looking at you now. So you got to have that. You got to have a positive mindset and positive shift to understand that you can't let the way you feel affect the way you flow. Now, granted, we have some bad days. Life hits us, life happens, things happen. Though that happen, could be human. But you gotta find out. You gotta find the lessons and adjustments to everything, and then continue to move on what you're doing. So you won't stretch your growth.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. Yeah, that's right. It's me, Omobola Stephen. On my show today, I have a guest with me, Authur Mitchell, who is an author, also a speaker. Now, he's been talking about, having a positive outlook in spite of any disability you may have. And this has been a worthwhile, engaging discussion I've been having with me. Now, you know what? People who suffer from disability, I wanted to ask you, the people who suffer from disability, do they have healthy relationships or not?
Do they have who relationships?
Or not?
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
Like people who have, no problem. People who have disability, do they have issues with having healthy relationships or not?
I would say yes and no. And I would say yes because some people may not understand what they have and don't want to understand. So they'll give them a chance to really be their friend or be near them. I would say no because a lot of people with disabilities don't have a care in the world. They understand what they have, so they're gonna go out and do what they have to do regardless, and not be ashamed of it, not be embarrassed.
Right.
So they're getting that ability to know I have ADHD or I have this and that, so it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna come out and talk and still be a human being regardless. And that taught me too as well. I had to go to a division of service for the blind for a week, and it was a camp where people that actually were blind and actually had sticks in. They were doing better than I was. There was no care in the world. They was okay with who they are. They were full of joy. And I said, I got to be the same way no matter what. Yes, I have a disease, but I'm still human. I'm still gonna go out, do what I have to do, and still be that person. And we people with disabilities realize that, they understand more, but a lot of them don't know how to. That's why my book I have helps them and show them how they can go through the way like that and go through life with a positive attitude and mindset. They really shift past the negativity to the positive aspects of what you're doing.
That's right. Right. So how can one access the book?
Say it again.
How can we access the book? How can we get your book?
Yes, ma'am. You definitely can get my book and my T-shirt off of my website, which is www.artmitch.com. Again, it's www.artmitch.com. It's ARTMITCH.com. And click on shop, and it's right there.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So do you have any project you're working on? Do you have any project?
The project? Well, actually, I have another
project you're working on.
Yes, ma'am, I do. I have a book launch coming out November the 16th for my second book. It's called Life in Different Forms. And in that book, it's talking about what I've been through in life and how I was able to handle certain situations from a baby to a grown up. And it's based about autobiography about who I am. People know a little bit about Authur Mitchell, but they know the whole thing about Authur Mitchell. So it's an autobiography of myself and my life and what I've been through in different forms.
That's right.
And the virtual launch party is November the 16th. It's going to be Facebook Live from 3 to 5 p.m.
Right. All right. So there's going to be a boss, right? You're going to do the boss.
Yes, ma'am.
We're expecting that. So do you have any parting word for my listener?
Say the final words?
Do you have any parting word for my listeners?
Yes, I would definitely tell your listeners, man, continue to dream big, continue to understand who you are and be able to live a life that you want to live. A lot of times in life we gotta grow through our go through. And if we grow through our go through, we then understand what happened for us to get where we at and continue to pushing. I tell people all the time, you gotta continue, man, when your mind matches your destiny, anything is possible. So whatever you believe, it will happen. Whatever you want to create, it'll happen. Whatever you want to bring forth, it will happen. Because when your mind matches what you want to do, anything is possible. So continue to dream big, continue to be who you want to be, continue to live life the way you want to live it. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna be all who you are.
That's right. That's right. I love the pay line. Continue to dream big. That's it. Continue to dream big. Thank you once again, Authur Mitchell, for coming to Omobola Stephen. I hope that some other time that we can do this again.
Oh, yes, man, no problem. Just let me know. I'll be available.
All right, no problem. Thank you once again for joining me on this show. Till I come here with some other time, I need you to stay safe always. And remember to live life and live fully. It's bye for now.